Well, good evening, everybody. Sorry we came on a little late tonight. We were hanging out over at Living on a Dime, hearing an incredible story of faith and triumph. And guys, if you did not see it, you need to get your rear ends over there and watch that video.
Yeah.
That is an amazing story of a family that survived a ton of junk, and God just did something amazing. I mean, amazing in them, and is still doing something amazing in them. So I'm overwhelmed and a little bit emotional after that story, and see how Mike has supported his wife and how they have all come through that entire thing. I can't even begin to tell you how completely offended I was at the idea that their church didn't come around them. As a pastor, that just tears me apart. People can be just so stupid.
Well, but we've also had,
my goodness.
You as a pastor, the church not come around you.
Oh, I know, but
and
it's brutal.
We have to remember that God brings about his perfect plan, even though we are all very, very flawed.
Yeah.
And to see the grace that they had in going on through it and coming out the other side of it was just amazing. He
is doing that in their life for sure. Mm-hmm. No doubt. So, let's start over. Let's start here. Let's get the show started and say hi to some people.
All right.
It's
they're like flying by.
Coco, Noel, Mary, how are you? Virginia, how are you? Donna, how are you? Beautiful you are. How are you? Jeannie, Baker's mom, Mindy, Pam Walker. Not the Pam Walker I thought it was, but still Pam Walker. It cracks me up. Pam, we have an acquaintance in our life whose name is Pam Walker as well. And we thought you were her. And now we got it all straightened up. Now we know.
Yeah.
We know you're the right Pam Walker. We got the right Pam Walker. Tracy, hi. Coco Noel, hi. Sherry, hi. I'm going to say that wrong. Ezrael, hi.
From Canada.
Yeah, hello, eh?
Yeah.
Beautiful, a wonderful, blessed life. John, how are you? Gosh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being with us.
Tracy, we're glad to see you. We missed you this morning.
We did.
And we prayed for you.
We
on
do
our
this little
devotion.
thing.
So just wanted you to know that.
We did. We that's what I was thinking, Kevin. Yes. It was just too comedic when Heather pulled me aside and was like,
lives in,
that's
Wisconsin.
Not her. Kevin, that's not who you think it is.
Lady.
That's all right. We've got the right one with us, and that's the important part. But this is our day. We have a great show for you, and we have a lot to talk about, and we're going to do our best to follow Living on a Dime. They're just incredible people with an amazing story, and so we've got a few things to share with you guys tonight, and we're so glad you're here. We are so glad you tuned in. We're just going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and get started.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Tracy, I'm sorry you're not having a good day, but know that you were missed and you were prayed for.
Yes, most definitely. Okay. Canada. Rock on. Oh, here's the yawns again. Oh my gosh.
Kevin.
We just got started. So last week, I nearly lost my lunch on camera.
That's not cool.
That was not cool. I had eaten Heather's chili entirely too fast, and I'd eaten too much of it. And so I just felt awful.
You kind of make me sound like
the
Wicked Witch, the Wicked Queen in Snow White, where it's like she makes up this brew and then poisons her.
No. I said I ate it too fast, and I ate too much of it.
My chili is good.
It's the bomb.
It's just not.
That's why I ate so much of it.
Yes.
The chili, the volume in which the chili was shoved into the stomach is the problem, not the chili itself. I love Heather's chili. That's one of my favorites. So we are going to start the show off with some of the things that we're wrestling with. and some of the things that we are going to open up for
Oh,
discussion.
Donna got her stuff. That's good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Donna Terry, she ordered something from our website and she got her stuff. Yay! We're glad
Very
you got
cool.
it. So.
Very cool. So we are we have gone through a transition. We're in another level of our journey. We are in an urban environment now, and we started at a 2.5 acre plot of land in Maryland where there was lots of room to play and lots of room to have fun, but it wasn't home. And so we moved back to Ohio where there's family and there's friends and where we felt more comfortable and more in line with what we were supposed to do. And we lived on a acre and a half or acre and 3/4 for another year and a half with Heather's mom. And now we have downsized to 1/4 of an acre. And I guess one of our biggest things that we're trying to figure out right now is we love to homestead. We love it. We love the gardening. We love taking care of animals. I'm a chicken guy, and we are in the middle of getting ready for winter, and we're finding it hard to homestead. We're finding it very hard to homestead. We have done some things that I feel really good about.
Mm-hmm.
We've started a winter crop,
Yep.
a winter garden. We have started a compost pile, which is going to get bigger as the leaves fall. We have a worm farm, which is doing great.
We were going to show that to you tonight, but it
it's
got
too
dark.
Yeah,
because
we'll do a live stream and show it to you.
Engrossed in,
Yeah.
In the Living on a Dime story that we kind of
Yeah.
went on, and it got dark and we didn't get to the.
We lost track of time.
So, yeah.
We totally lost track of time. So I would just I would say this: we have gotten some things done, and we're going to continue to do more things, but we're finding it hard to homestead and do it in a way that I guess visit me, Donna Terry. That's not off the thing here, so we are figuring out, and this isn't solved, and we definitely want your guys' feedback. We aren't sure how to homestead in an urban environment heading into winter. We're getting ready to go into winter, and so how do we prepare?
I'm sorry. I'm
our
watching
cat's
our
attacking our blinds.
Portly cat try to get the little pulls for the blinds. So he does not have very good hang time.
Focus, we will not be tonight.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm trying not to watch him, but it's like
it is pretty funny
really
because he's like, he looked at it and went, meh. He's done now. He jumped for it and it's over.
And now he's done.
No, he jumped twice.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's tired now and he's gonna go lay down because that was too much exercise for our fat cat. But anyway,
can we have chickens and rabbits where we are? We have rabbits.
We have rabbits, but we cannot have chickens.
We cannot have chickens.
And so that in itself isn't a huge problem, although I'm a chicken guy and most of my knowledge in homesteading is around chickens. So it feels a little bit like there's a piece missing to what we do. But I think there is a lot more that we can try. And we have to broaden out. We have to stretch out and try some things that maybe we haven't tried before. We have been gifted by some friends of ours, some equipment that we haven't tried to use yet, like solar panels for becoming self-sufficient in certain things. And we have
had to figure out how to do those because
there's
wiring
a lot,
those and stuff is something that is a little beyond what either of us really know how to do. So we have to do some.
But there's some awesome YouTube channels.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
Some
research and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
and so it's funny because it's interesting because fall is really busy and we are going really, really crazy right now with the schedule. The kids are in homeschool. Church activities have started. And we're not folks that go crazy over getting our kids to every single activity, and we're not trying to be out at night every single night of the week. But right now we are. And it's just as things get started, it's draining us a little bit. It's taking away from family time that's valuable. I think tonight was the first time in a while that our family held hands around the dinner table and prayed together and ate a meal.
Yeah, which is sad. I mean,
and that's an everyday thing for us. We like doing that every day, and we think it's valuable.
It's very important to us because, like, you know, I grew up in a family where we did that, you know, at least 4 nights out of the week.
Absolutely.
You know, and it was that way with us, but with our children being older. So one of the things that we decided is that I don't help Kevin much in the youth ministry for the church very much anymore. Just because my children are now in that ministry, and I went from super awesome volunteer to I don't want to be the helicopter mom. You know, the mom that is like, what's my kid doing? Are they making good friends? Are they eating snacks and junk food? I don't want to be that mom. So I've kind of like stepped back from that. But there is a ministry that is at our church now that is called Stepping Forward, and it's kind of helping people get back on their feet again. Yeah. And he runs kind of the
youth program.
It's almost like a youth group within a youth group, kind of.
No, I think the best way to explain it is those people that come to go to classes to get to the next level, we minister to them with a youth ministry, and that youth ministry is called what it's called. Yeah. And we celebrate them. They're awesome, and there's amazing students in that, and there's amazing families getting involved in that. And it is a unique ministry because you're not going to hear the proper Christian protocol. You're not going to hear the proper thing. It's going to be a little bit off. Like, there will be kids running past you going, F you, or whatever. And while we don't want them saying that, and we don't encourage them to say that, it is something that a street kid would say because they've never been in the church before.
And that's one of the things I actually kind of like about this is that I know what I'm getting myself into. These are unchurched kids. These are kids that, you know, are sometimes their lives are not easy. And, you know, but what I found, and this is my first time there, that a lot of them are just really happy to be there, and to have people there that, you know, are investing in them and spending time with them, where sometimes I struggle with kids who have grown up in church, can be very blah.
Well, they can be apathetic, and we don't want to go down this road too much.
But I guess saying that, I decided to help volunteer with that, and my whole family is there. So and they serve dinner there, so that way we can have dinner there. So we're making ways of making this work.
Right.
So
absolutely. Nancy says, I'm working on a container garden in an urban area. I want to eventually get galvanized stock tanks or large Rubbermaid containers to plant in. I think that's really smart.
Somebody was asking if we could see, can you glean things and can you store for the winter? I actually had been canning stuff, and I'm going to try my hardest.
We're going to talk about that tonight.
To do a video on Wonderful Blessed Life was talking about, she got something like 22 pumpkins or 33 pumpkins, something like that. And we thought we had pumpkins, and we actually had sweet potato squash, which is very similar. And I've had people ask me to do a video on how I can that. So I'm going to be doing a video on how I can that, hopefully this weekend sometime.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So
but I mean, I'm sorry. But
that's okay.
Beside that, we had a garden when we were at my mom's house, pretty good sized garden.
And it's still kind of raging.
Yeah, I canned tomatoes. I canned green beans. Let's see what else. We've gotten a bunch of peppers. I've made I've pickled peppers. And here we go. Here comes with the container. There you go. So and kind of made like pepper rings that my kids love. They use on sandwiches and pizza and stuff like that. But so I have put a lot of stuff away. So yeah, that's my pickled peppers. So
picked a pickled pepper.
So we have been doing so. I think maybe what we're struggling with is in such a different context now, and I'm thinking maybe I need to lay out where I want my raised beds to be and kind of plan that out, because right now we've got the rabbits where we're going to have part of our raised beds because we want them pooping there, so it's all nice and fertilized.
That's right.
So, and you know, where I want my herb garden, you know, do I want it in the front flower beds? Do I want it right by the back door by the kitchen, or do I want it both places? And you know, what are we going to do with the front beds? Are we going to put flowers in them? Are we going to put edible herbs in them?
You have a question.
I do. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Wonderful Blessed Life says, how do you can on that glass cooktop?
Okay, I've not had any problems with it, and now I have been warned. People have said, and what gave me faith to do it was I actually watched. Probably all of you know who J00 is. I watched him can with one of those. It was an American Standard, the big old pressure canners that have like the screws that you tighten down, and I watched him can on a glass top with that. Now, what I don't do is it only ever has my canner on it. I don't have like the canner and then another thing with hot water in it.
Bath,
you know, I'll put, like, if I need hot water to put in the jars, I'll boil that first, put a lid on it, and then set it over here. And then if I have to put liquid in my jars, I'll do that, because I honestly don't have a place right next to my stove where I can put any extra stuff anyway. So I have to do everything at the table. So, but yeah, I have not had any issue, but I also have a Presto canner, which is not nearly as big. Like, I can get 7-quart jars in it. So it's not a gigantic one. And yes, I might have to do more work with it. But I've not had any issues with my flat top stove. It's not cracked. It's not had any problems. I did it on my mom's stove too, because I asked her first, and she's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
but I haven't had any issues with it.
Awesome. Well, the biggest thing that I think that we're figuring out is what does homesteading look like in our context, and we knew we were going to be wrestling with that. We knew that was going to be a challenge, but it's always different once you get into it and you're trying to muddle your way through. There are things that you just have to pace yourself on and be patient. It's not going to happen overnight as much as you may want it to happen overnight.
Yeah. Good night, Tracy. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning where she is, and she's going to bed. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
See ya.
Okay. Yeah, I would go to bed too.
Yeah.
That's totally understandable. You know, it's had its good side. I'll be honest with you.
Sorry.
She's okay.
Yeah.
We have kale growing in our front flower bed.
Yes, we do.
The beets did not grow.
Yeah, the beets. I don't know if they
take
just take longer to germinate. That we also have critters that are digging in our front flower beds. They finally quit digging up my garlic. I think they realized it wasn't edible.
Yeah.
But none of my lettuce came up, and my beets, I've got a few of them, but they're not doing so hot. So, but the radishes are doing well. The garlic is, and the kale is, which is good.
That's
so,
right.
Maybe we should like plant more kale or something.
Maybe we should shoot squirrels.
Yeah.
Which I think they might frown on that. So.
Yeah, I think the other thing that's coming up is radishes. Did we mention that? Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting. I was watching this, and I was thinking about what I was going to say next, and you guys have moved way on beyond. Did you talk about the garlic?
Yes, I did.
All right, sorry. I was reading while we were talking. Okay, so I have been getting a lot of questions about this, and we have links down below for all the ways that you can support our channel and encourage us and do all of that stuff. But one of the questions, I have been getting this question all week. I've had horrific knee pain, arthritis, even had a doctor tell me I need a knee replacement, but they're not going to do it because I'm too fat and too young. And so I've had to kind of get some creative solutions going. And one of those creative solutions has been to rest my knee, just to be off of it. And that's hard because you want to exercise, you want to do the right things. But the arthritis in my elbows and in my hands and in my neck and in my fingers and all those places has been an issue as well. And just being, kind of old, not that I'm not old, I guess, But I have come up with something that I'm going to just encourage. I'm not a doctor. I don't have medical advice here. I'm just saying this works for me. I've been asked all week about Moringa, and I've gotten an email about it. I've gotten folks at work ask me about it. I'm not using my cane anymore. I'm not using, I'm just able to get around better.
Yeah.
There are days.
His joints. I mean, he just feels so much better when he uses it.
So we use Moringa, and we discovered it through Big Family Homestead.
Yeah.
And Brad has an incredible testimony. You need to go over there and check out his testimony and his story about that. I would just like to suggest that if you're wrestling with arthritis, try some of that. It's called Moringa. This stuff has been, we just buy it in this bottle. I know you can buy it in a powder. It's cheaper, and you can make your own gel caps and all that. But I'll just be honest with you. We just
got time for that.
we don't have time to do that. And it's more of a patience thing for me. I just don't have the patience to do what it takes. So it's about 16, 17, maybe $20. There's a link to our Amazon account through their affiliate account, and we just like to encourage you guys, if you know someone that's wrestling through this, you can definitely see this and try it. It's not going to work the same for everybody. It is not a miracle cure. I have my off days just like everyone else does, but it is something that I would encourage you guys to try. There was someone on our Facebook page, who was rather cynical about it, and I replied back to his comment and said, "Have you had a bad experience with it?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, here's what it's done for me. Here's what it's done for Brad." And he goes, "Well, since you're not trying to sell me on it," which I wasn't. I was just telling my story. He went off and tried it. So I have heard about that. This is so true, Mary. Have I ever tried slivers of ivory soap under my bed sheet?
I have, because I have problems. Now, I was told to do it because I have problems with leg cramps at night. Like, my legs will cramp up real bad. And my dad did that. And he told me, like, it must be hereditary, because, like, he had it, I have it, my brothers have problems with it too. And we've tried, everything. Like, people say it's a potassium deficiency, and I've tried, eating a banana before I go to bed and stuff like that. But I have done that, and it is, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like Harry Potter magic, and it works. And I wonder if it has to do with, maybe, I don't know, like the smell or something. Yeah. Maybe it relaxes you. I don't know, because when you do pull that blanket up and there's a smell like the soap that comes, I don't know.
It relaxes you.
But it worked. So.
Yeah. Well, and I definitely am not opposed to trying other things, but I think it's important for us to pause and go, maybe there are alternatives for us that aren't going to cost us thousands of dollars. And I would suggest that maybe we just, give those things a try. It might take a week or two of constant, you have to take, this is my regimen. Okay. 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and sometimes in the afternoon if I'm having a bad day. But once it gets started in your blood system and it starts building things up, it's really good. Jane.
J. Joe.
Yes, thank you.
I think, I'm not sure what you're asking there. Like,
she's asking, what do you do with the flakes? You put them under your bed sheet.
It's not actually flakes. It's actually, like, if you have a bar of ivory soap, you can either cut it down to a sliver, or you can use it until it's to about like this big, like kind of short and squatty, and just put that on there where it's kind of smoother, and you won't feel it. Yep. So yeah, it's not the flakes. It's the actual bar of soap.
Leg cramps, I've heard all kinds of cures for. So, like the yellow mustard thing that Christy mentioned, bananas, that's a huge one. Which we got to tell you this story.
You could be dehydrated. A bunch of water before
you go to bed.
You have to go to the bathroom.
Makes you swim a little, but hey, there's no cramps, you know, except for that walk to the bathroom.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know.
Go, I'm not gonna make it.
You know, after talking with some of the nurses and talking with some of the folks, they had pickle juice. I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Yep. These are all things that, you know, they seem kind of funny until you can't walk. And you go, where's the pickle jar? Where's the mustard?
Yeah.
Where's the moringa? What, you know what I mean? So the ivory slivers for, what's the ivory slivers for? I think we just mentioned that.
It's for the leg cramp.
Yeah, it's for the leg cramp. You know, we need to keep learning. We need to keep trying it. So magnesium oil for the leg cramps. I haven't heard that one before, but so I'm starting to feel better, and I'm starting to eat a little better because of all the things coming out of our garden, and need to continue to work on that.
Yeah.
But we can definitely say pickle juice sent my hubby to the hospital. Probably shouldn't do that then. But what I would say is
I'm just saying.
When we are getting ready for the fall, there's going to be some real preparation to do, and we have to be at our best. We have to be ready to do some physical movement and to do some things. So I feel like, you know, some of the things that I could be doing right now are getting out in the yard, building the flower beds for next year.
Or at least planting them out where we want.
Yeah, at least mapping them out.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to do a lot of leaf raking
into the compost
pile. And I just think there's a lot of work to be had in the fall. And so, what does the fall prep look like for us? Well, the fall prep looks like for us. Sorry, this has been bugging me. Okay. It means getting compost ready. We're gonna have to deal with the rabbits, which we'll talk about in a second. We're doing a lot of canning. We're doing a lot of gathering of food stores for the winter time. We're thinking about our future food and what does that look like. So I think there's some. Is it safe in here? 2-family homestead. It's safe. Oh, come on in. The water's fine. We're just a little crazy. Our rabbits would tunnel out of their cage too. Wonderful, blessed life. We put a little bit of chicken wire at the bottom so they can't dig out. But we move them around and they seem to be feasting on the grass that's nearby. But it's not a permanent solution for the wintertime. You've got to put windbreakers up for them so they don't freeze to death. Yeah. And the wind doesn't kill them. And so we've seen some homesteaders make that mistake. Oh my gosh, she broke through that. Well, you know, that's a strong rabbit. I don't know. Maybe you need to put them on concrete then, and get those little nails dulled down. After a while, they'll. I'm watching myself video do this. It's kind of funny. I-O, Sherry. I-O. I know what you're doing. And anyway, so we're trying to figure out what does it look like for us to prep this fall. We've got tons of projects we want to do.
Donna, we would put him in the garage. We don't have any room in the garage right now. So. that could be one of the things that we do. We're not saying no to that. We're just saying, hey, maybe this is another opportunity. So yeah,
that's another opportunity. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Goin Batty kitchen. How's the Goin Batty kitchen going?
It's going good. I find it has been a little crazy, and so like I kept saying I was going to do that video on the cake, and like it just did not work, and I finally got it done. I was so proud of myself. I finally got it done, and but the one thing that I have been doing is hand me those.
These?
I'll show you these. Katie and I were working on doing meals in a jar. And so we used the Thrive Life food, and we did this. Like this here is what is it? Chicken and broccoli rice casserole.
Yep.
And then Katie has been doing little jars that have, this is her smoothies that she's been making.
This one's strawberry.
Yeah,
but
this
there's a blue
is
one.
healthy strawberry smoothie. I don't know if you can read that.
Yep.
There. So, but we've been doing those, and some of them have been for some like shows that Kevin's been going to, and then some of them are going to be for. There's a lady that has asked for a few of them, so we're going to give those to her, and so that's what I've been doing in the kitchen and the canning. Like we were given a whole bunch of blueberries, and so I made some blueberry freezer jam because I ran out of lids to can it, and I actually didn't have enough. I probably only would have had about 1 pint.
Living Like Claire is here. Hi Claire, how are you?
So I did it as freezer jam instead of like a big batch, because it was funny. It was 2 big frozen bags of blueberries, but once you cooked them down, it was only about a pint of jam. So,
But it's awesome jam.
I made some beef stock that I've got a can. I got some beef bones on sale at the grocery store, some soup bones. Like they had them for like, I don't know, they were like $2 or $3 for a package. So I did 1 package, and I have to do the other one too. But so I'm gonna can that, because we go through during the winter. We go through a lot of chicken stock and beef stock, because we do a lot of soups and stews and chilies and things like that.
Absolutely.
So
let's come back.
What I've got going on.
Yeah.
In the Goin Batty kitchen right now. So I am,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm going to be doing videos on canning the here. Let me show you the sweet potato squash, which is this. Which
It's
is
Mr. Lutz.
if anyone remembers VeggieTales from when they were a kid or from their children, it reminds us of Mr. Lunt. All it needs is a little mustache and a little fedora.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
But so I'm going to be canning. I've got 2 of those that I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to be canning my beef broth too.
That's right.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we were going to talk about tonight is canning versus the Thrive Life option. And one of the things that we do is we have 2 different purposes and 2 different reasons for the 2 different things that we do. The canning, and Heather can help me on this. The canning is to help us get that food out of our garden and into our storage and into our pantry. Where Thrive Life is the stuff that we need on the spot in a pinch that is extra.
Our daughter's
fast.
breaking into the cake right now, so that's the noise you hear.
That's really
so the
funny.
Watergate cake that I made, that's what it is.
That's right.
So, but yeah, I mean, for us, I know like we kind of do it a little backward with the Thrive Life food because of the size of our family, and because I want my kids to have nutritious things for them to snack on. Thrive actually supplements our groceries. Mm-hmm. So where, for some other people, it's more like food for long-term storage. For us, it is kind of, but it also is okay. Like the kids have eaten all the fruit in the house. Okay, so we'll break into the can of apples and blueberries and stuff like that, so that they have something healthy to snack on instead of cookies and chips and pop and stuff like that. So it also
Krista's here too.
Krista, yay! I'm so excited.
Awesome.
So
that's awesome.
We kind of use that to supplement our food that we eat. But the thing with Thrive is that I don't use a whole can of something in a week. I mean, rarely do we, except for maybe the fruit.
Yeah.
But rarely do I do that. So I have, even in that, I have long-term storage in that, because like I will do a thing of the carrots or the celery or something like that. We've had the same can for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. And so I've been using that same can. And so I'm not having to go out and buy celery and buy carrots and stuff like that at the grocery store, because I have it here that I can use. And especially when it comes to making like your soups and stuff like that, it's really great for that because you just throw a handful of it in. Or when I made fried rice the other day, I just threw handfuls of stuff in, and then that's how I did it. So yeah,
absolutely. I'm sorry, I got caught up in the live stream. I was watching all the fun stuff happening there.
Just listening to me. I don't know if it's all the stuff that we're doing or how fast that I'm talking. I do have a tendency to talk a little quickly. So.
And she's gonna say most of the stuff I was gonna say.
Okay.
So it's funny because when we get into doing our videos, we start going, "Are you gonna say this? Are you gonna say that?" And we'll be reading the live stream where we really need to be focusing on talking to you guys. Anyway, let's go on to the garden update.
Okay.
We got our winter crop in. We're composting.
Yes.
And we have a worm farm.
Yes.
And the worm farm is compliment of Big Family Homestead. They were kind enough to gift us with it.
We have healthy worms. They're going to be fat worms.
We've added significantly to the worm farm.
Yes.
That's no joke now. It really is. The worm farm has become kind of populated, and it's funny. A few people have asked if we could do a video on that, and I would refer you back to Big Family Homestead and their channel for that. But we'll do one too to show you how it's working for us and the way we do it. Because it's producing some really cool soil. It really is.
We were gonna start our live stream out there tonight, but we got so engrossed in Living on Time's video that it got dark before we could go out there. So, but we'll do it. We'll do it some other day when it's lighter out.
Absolutely.
So,
the winter crop is a unique thing for us, and I would still like to. Man, I'd still like to get that down. I mean, I feel like the kale is taking off. I feel like it's sprouting and it's starting to look good. And we'll show you more of that this weekend when it's
pantry.
How are you, Angie? I feel like we'll be showing you more of that in the daytime so you can see kind of how far it's going. But what I'd really like us to do is just get some advice about when you try a winter crop. What are some, we already kind of took a poll, what are some of the things that you guys plant for a winter crop? But what do you do when half the stuff that you do doesn't come up? What do you do when half the stuff you do doesn't really sprout? And how do you make it? Make it sprout?
I think that we just have to be patient because this ground here has not been gardened in forever. Out in the front flower beds was covered with that barrier fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And, we have to make it healthy again because it cannot be healthy for it to be just covered like that all the time.
Right.
I mean, there's got to be. So I think it's just going to take us a little time, and I think the rabbits are going to help that, and the worm castings will help that, and we need to get some good dirt in there from our compost pile.
Donna Terry, we would love it if you saved us horse poo. That would be awesome.
That would be really cool if we had some horse poo.
It's funny. I spent a lot of time when the kids were young moving poo out of this house, and now I'm going to Donna Terry to bring more in.
We can't have people poo on our garden.
I know, but it just
sit for a long, long time.
It just seems like it's this vicious cycle of poo. I don't know what to do with that. No, we could use that. So anyway, I just feel like we've got to.
I have a lot of poo. It's a long haul from Oregon, though.
That's funny. We have not tried carrots yet. Just by the way, we have not tried carrots.
Our
yet.
ground has a lot of clay in it where we are, and it is really hard and really compact, and carrots just. I planted them in the garden I have at my mom's house, and they didn't even sprout.
Yeah.
It did that badly. I mean, and my mom has told me that she's never had any. But we didn't plant them in like raised beds, and I'm thinking that's the key to it in our area. Like you need to plant it in something that has really loose, soft soil, and we don't have that here.
That's right.
So
beautiful you are. We're not ignoring the war room request. We can put it down in our comments below after the stream is over, okay? That is a great movie and we like it too. But we'll put it on after we're done. the fun part will be to see how some of the neighbors respond to all of these gardens going up. We've got a neighbor right beside us that does his own canning that seems to have a little bit of awesome flower garden going on.
Yeah. Well, and even garden, like I think
Yeah.
that they may have some raised beds in the backyard, which when the lady that lives next door to us, when we lived here before, she had her husband's name, it was Lois and Jim, and her husband passed away. And so, hey, I know that person.
That's right.
So we had somebody show up on our live stream that is very known and loved by us.
Yeah, it's
So
near and dear to our heart.
but what was I saying? Oh,
Stuff about things. You were saying stuff about things.
Lois,
That's how I feel
Lois
tonight.
and Jim lived over here, and then Jim passed away when we were in Maryland, and then Lois married. Well, she's with a gentleman, and his name is Jim too.
So it's Jim 2.0.
Yeah, Jim 2.0, and he's really sweet. He's
nice
a nice guy. She is lovely. She's always
Sweet
very
lady.
kind, very sweet lady, and so he was actually kind of excited to see us doing gardening and stuff, and he was saying, when he was a little kid, his dad would say it was not very smart to plant things that you couldn't eat and
Yeah.
stuff, which
Yeah.
sounds like somebody who grew up in the Depression.
Yep.
So he brought over, I think I have it in here. He brought over this little tiny jar. This is ground up chili peppers. And he said they are super hot. So he said use it sparingly. But he saw us planting and he brought that over. He also brought us over some salsa.
Can I break it? Oh.
Sure. Some salsa and some pickled jalapenos. So don't sniff it too much. It might burn your nose. So I got some of it on my fingers, but
Nice tomato.
so but he's a really nice gentleman, and just him seeing us put stuff kind of in the ground, it kind of sparked a conversation with him, which was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Really nice guy. Really good guy. Let's go to the live stream real quick. Looks like Big Family Homestead's going to put their garden, their fall winter garden set up on Friday.
Ooh.
So they're getting ready to do that. And Wonderful Blessed Life. I'm excited to see the. Yep. Okay.
Yes, Dan Elder. Horse poo is good for asparagus.
Yes. A little dab under the nose will clean out your idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep
Mr.
it.
Peanut.
We love Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut is one of our.
He brings
sons.
us great joy.
Yeah.
So we are gonna have to winterize the rabbits.
Yep.
And that doesn't mean change their oil and put winterizer in their radiator. We're gonna have to put some cardboard up and do some real winterizing to their cages and get that a better setup. So we'll probably be working on that. What else do we have, Mom? What else have we got?
Well, I think that okay, so I have a favorite thing, but I don't have it here, and I need to get one. Can you grab that plastic thing that I that we get stuff out of
the thingamabobber.
This.
Okay. Nope.
No.
This.
No.
Nope.
This.
Yes.
This.
Okay. So here, let me have that.
She's dancing with
She's
it
dancing
behind the
with it.
camera.
All right,
Not
so
helping.
I have this. I love these, but I call them a spider. You get stuff out of hot grease with it. But the problem is this is plastic and it melts. So if you go to pull something out of the deep fryer, like I was frying okra today, I was making fried okra, which is awesome. I don't want to stick plastic in hot oil. So I had one that was actually more kind of almost like a basket strainer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like just wire mesh, which was awesome. And I cannot find it because we moved and things get lost. I'm missing cookbooks. I'm missing it. So
It's down in the basement somewhere.
it would be one of my favorite things if it was metal, but it is not. So the only thing I can use this is for getting stuff out of hot water. So But we fry things. Like, it doesn't work when I make donuts because it will melt plastic. So
I will tell you, I use this to dig the iced tea, the iced tea bags out of the tea I make, and it works wonderfully. It just scoops them right out, and I dig that. So
Asian markets. Ooh, yes. Wait, there's got to be an Asian market around here somewhere.
Yes, there is by the dollar store.
Oh, that's right.
That's
okay.
right. That's
There's-
true.
Okay.
the dollar store,
Yes.
as long as it's not. That's what you could use. A shade strainer.
No, that's
Ew.
disgusting.
That is gross. Here in the Ozarks, we deal with rocks. Yes.
In
Yes.
the garden. I
And,
think
in their
that's-
garden.
yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
that's a strain with. That's weird. Just kidding.
Yeah.
That's so cool that you guys live in the Ozarks. We've heard really interesting things. And that's real homesteading there. I mean, that's like life or death homesteading there.
Christy, I'm with you. Like, I've gotten to the point that I don't like. I mean, I'm getting to where I'm getting rid of most of my, like, I don't have very many Teflon pans anymore. I prefer cast iron and the stainless steel. And if I have those, I don't really eat plastic because I melt them all the time, and it's awful and it's bad for you, and you shouldn't eat melted plastics. So.
Norma Mason says it works great as an improvised swatter for kids in diapers to get their attention. Yeah. Yeah, the Goodwill type stores I bet would have them.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
I think I've actually seen them at the dollar store too. Like some of my utensils I just bought from the dollar store because they were metal. And those are actually, like, I've gotten quite a few things there lately because we have a dollar store around us is like the Mac Daddy of dollar stores.
Mm-hmm.
And it has, because sometimes you go in and they don't have stuff. And this one that we go to, it's their kitchen section stuff is always full. Always. And so they have like the bench scrapers that are really nice. They're completely metal. They have metal utensils that are, I mean, and I'll like play with them to see if they'll bend or anything that are nice. I got lid racks to put my lids in so they're not flopping around in my cabinets and just all sorts of stuff.
So we got a couple things.
Yeah.
Coco Noel says she's still using her melted Tupperware measuring cups. Cockeyed, but still measures.
My mom still uses hers.
Living Like Claire says, what time does your Devo start in the morning? I always seem to miss it. Well, Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. every morning. And I don't know what that is. Are they in Central?
They may be in Central. I'm not sure.
I forget what time zone you guys are in, Claire. I apologize. But yeah, the devotion is going strong. We're at Timothy, and we're talking about some good stuff, and we'd love for you to join us. And if you know of anybody else that needs a good study, please by all means invite them in. 6 a.m. for
they say
those in Central Time. So
6 for Central Time.
all right, that's a great Bible study, and we're blessed to be doing it. We're excited and thankful that everybody's checking it out the way they have been.
Yeah.
Wonderful
Blessed Life. You can always catch it later.
Catch it on the rewind.
You don't have to be there live.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because that's kind of early for you out there.
I don't even know what
West
time that
Coast.
would be for them.
The West Coast, aren't they like
9 hours behind us,
I don't know.
or 4 hours.
47 hours?
I don't know. We don't know anything.
I think they're like 3, maybe.
Yeah. If I have to add that,
Yeah. So, but yeah, that is my. If I had it, that would be. It makes me miss it very much.
It's
But,
2 or 3 in the morning when we have our.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no thanks.
You stay bed.
All
But I was also going to show some of my. This is another favorite thing, and it's kind of. I guess it's kind of a reference, but I have one of these, which is awesome because it is. You put your own recipes in there, like recipes that people give you. Ones that you find that you really love. Mine's well used. It's got chili splattered all over it. I didn't notice that. Sorry about that. But I just have.
Why are you sorry? That means you've been cooking for me, and I love it.
Like things like my grandmother's lettuce salad is in here. I got a really good recipe for blue cheese dressing. There's really nothing in the vegetable section. That's kind of sad.
Yep.
Oh, I haven't made that in a while.
What is it?
Pork tenderloin with the Dijon mustard and the
that's
black
good.
peppercorns.
That's
really
sick.
good. I forgot. I haven't looked in here. I just found it. So
yeah.
my dad's lasagna recipe is in here. I've got recipe cards from a bridal shower that I had with Kevin's family.
Yep.
The chicken cordon bleu,
chicken,
fajita smothered chicken, manicotti.
I'm hungry already. So anyway,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great recipes in this book that we're not going to show.
And the reason, but the reason I suggest this is that you can have one of these where you collect your recipes and you put them in here. Now, I'm going to have to get off the live feed for a minute to show people this other thing.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
if you look on my phone here, there's this little one right here. I don't know if you can read that, but it's called Pepper Plate.
Pepper Plate.
It's an app, and it is the app version of this. So you can take all of your recipes and you can put them in here. Like if you look on my, the light is like playing weird, being mean to me. So, but you can put all of your recipes on here. And then if you need to, you can print them off, put them in here. Because I know some people like having a hard copy of it. But
is it pepperplate.com, dear?
Pepperplate.com. Yeah, and they have an app in the App Store. And you can like if you go to like certain websites, it'll say like you can like cut and paste their little thing into I'm so technology stupid. It's just they're cut and paste their little web address. Is that what it is? I'm not sure. And then you put it into this little bar and it will automatically download it.
Yes.
So now there's some that you have to put in by hand. Like I believe that they have like, what was it? Like All Recipes and Food.com and The Pioneer Woman. And you can download them all onto that app. And but then you can also put in like ones by hand. Like the bread recipe I use, that's from Krista. And so I put it in by hand.
Pepper Plate's free, right?
Pepper Plate is free. It doesn't cost anything. My grandmother's toffee recipe.
Yes.
My fresh blueberry pie recipe, my spaghetti and meatballs recipe, because it came from, a lady that we went to church with. So this is a really great, like I said, you can have it on your phone. You can do meal planning with it and grocery planning with it, but I don't prefer that one because of the way that our meal planning has to go. They only do it by 1 week and we have to do it by 2. So I have to do something different there. The grocery store app that I use actually is Grocery IQ. And I think I've mentioned it before, but it's also free. But the reason I like that one is that it will give you a running total of how much you're going to spend before you even walk into the store. So if you have like a history or you have your receipts from the last time you went to the grocery store, you can put in how much everything cost and it'll save it in its history and it will allow you to access that and then make a grocery list and then know how much you're going to already spend before you get to the grocery store. And I like that. So that one is Grocery IQ.
Yeah. These are good. These are very good.
So I guess those are kind of my resources / favorite things.
Yeah.
And then I have one more.
Go.
All right. Now this thing is ancient. This is a Pampered Chef cookbook that I got from my sister-in-law.
Back in the day.
Before she was my sister-in-law. So, and they got married in 1999. And this, I think the copyright date on this is 1997. But what I like about this is like, this is for their like stone bakeware, and which is great. You can use that. I know that they make those stoneware now things that you don't buy from Pampered Chef, but if you want to buy one, I know a really sweet girl she's not a girl, lady that sells Pampered Chef stuff, but I love their recipes. It doesn't, and you can tweak it and make it to work. Like one of our favorite ones was the
this is awesome.
Philly cheesesteak stuffed sandwich.
Show them the picture.
And it's like I think it was crescent roll, like the tube crescent rolls that you get in the tube. And you put the roast beef on there and you put the onions and peppers and provolone cheese and then you rolled it all up. And that one is really good. And like I say, you could make it with your own bread, but their recipes are simple. They're easy to follow. And like I said, I'm sure you could even pick these up at like garage sales and thrift store and stuff like that. But
for sure,
the ones that they have now, I've been looking at some of the recipes now because like I said, I have a friend, Victoria, who does Pampered Chef. I'm like, I'm so jealous. I need to get some of those cookbooks. So, because I'm just such a sucker for cookbooks.
Heather, those barbecue bacon cheese potato chips are great. And has anyone ever tried the new Thrive Life sweet potatoes yet? I'm still waiting on my order. We have not tried that yet.
No.
So, those are just a few things. She holds up that book, and I look at everything in there and go, "Yes, please."
Yeah.
And I know that's not okay for me. I know I've totally got to go the other way. Q Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver. Just so glad to see you guys.
Yeah.
Can't even begin to tell you. Those are some of Heather's favorite things. I have a few that are always my favorite things, and you just can't go without one of these, friends. I use it all the time. It's part. I've got a blade on it like that, or if the blade doesn't cut it, which sometimes it doesn't, and you need a full blade, it has a knife on it. And I love this. I love this tool. We use it all the time, and so that's one of my favorite things. It's just a simple pro grade knife that it comes in real handy. Every time I have it on me, I'm using it. So those are my favorite things.
Hey, who knows? How are you?
Hey, who knows? How are you? We wanted to take a few minutes and talk about something we haven't brought up like in depth a whole lot. We're planning on doing a Friday night freestyle, and we're giving everybody the heads up because we probably are going to give a few things away. We wanted you guys to hear from us that we are still Thrive Life consultants, and we have some October Thrive Life things to talk to you about. Now, if Thrive Life isn't your thing, I completely understand, and that's okay. But we're still going to talk about it because we haven't given it much time on our channel. We don't have many extra income streams aside from my salary. And so what Thrive Life does is it provides an income stream for us. And it is a great way for us to look at our future food situation, tongue-tied. And really evaluate what can we give what can we give our kids that's healthy, and what can we give our kids that will also not go bad the second that we open it. We have ran into freezer issues again, and we have this little dinky refrigerator, and so Thrive Life is meeting some of those needs for us, especially when especially when we have to stuff these burritos that are the size of toilet seats.
Okay. Wonderful Blessed Life says that she's going to try to make white chocolate chip cookies with the cherries that she got.
Awesome.
So yeah, she won our giveaway, and we sent her. She asked for the Thrive Life cherries, which I had never tried before.
That's right.
So like when she was opening the can eating them, I'm like, I hope they're good.
So there's a lot of different ways that you can use Thrive Life, and a lot of different ways you can use the food. And if you would be so kind to bless us by letting us be the ones that provide it for you, you can enjoy these bad boys. These are awesome.
Claire, we usually we don't do it every Friday, but we were trying to do it more often. It's usually around 7 or 7:30 that we do ours, because we try not to conflict with. There were certain people that were having like freestyle, like Friday night things, like Lone Star Living was doing one, and we didn't want to. We wanted to do after him, so we just kind of try to be aware of who is on Friday night so that we're not conflicting with them. So don't bite your finger. So what we were thinking though with this is actually doing where I cook something live, which I've never done live before. It always scares me a little bit because there is no editing the video when I drop the whole pan of food on the floor.
That's the fun part, though. We're not going to drop anything. It'll be awesome.
I don't feel like it looks very professional when I mess up, and then
Baker Mom. Yes, I did bring enough snacks for everyone, and you can find them at goinbatty.thrivelife.com, and you can get your very own delivered right to your doorstep. This is
yes, Heather will be our Julia child.
Yes, that's Oh, come on, get on.
And you take the chicken and you massage it until. So, yeah.
So, hashtag Kevin Share. We would like to invite you guys to become customers of Thrive Life. They have certain things that if you purchase, they're called preferred items. If you purchase those preferred items, there is some free shipping deals for you. If you buy over $100 in preferred items, there's some shipping deals, some free shipping. You can also do a lifetime pay of $79 and get free shipping as well. There are individual ingredients. I'll be honest with you right now, where we are as a family, and Heather is a cook, she prefers the individual ingredients, like the can of apples that I just showed you, or corn or whatever. They also have the simple plate though, which is where you can just buy a meal in a box. We're more on the other end because of the whole future food concept. Both are excellent products, and that's just one of the things that help in our family to make sure that we have enough what's the word I'm looking for? Future food,
JJ,
healthy food.
I think that's free shipping for life. Like
That's
you
right.
pay a one-time, kind of like you do with Amazon.
Amazon Prime. Yep.
Where you pay
Absolutely.
like $100 only, you have to pay that every year.
Yeah.
This is just forever.
Yeah. So what Amazon does, and what a lot of companies do, is they put boundaries around what gets free shipping and what doesn't. And so you can't just go get free shipping per se. But if you're ordering a lot from them, it pays for itself. So with Amazon Prime, you pay $99 and you buy these preferred items, and they ship them to you for free. And then it's same thing with Thrive Life. You pay $79, and as you use their product on a regular basis, and realize we're talking about people who buy it every month, or every 2 weeks, or every week, who are going to have it shipped to them on a regular basis, that takes the shipping cost off.
We have a question. It's
Yes.
free shipping on $100 orders, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so.
Let me say that. That's where we get messed up. On preferred items. Now, that's not a hitch. That's not a gimmick. That is marked clearly on the website with a little blue box that shows you what those preferred items are.
Sherry from Two Family Home said we sounded more like the Swedish chef from the Muppets than Julia Child.
That is true.
Which I have an interesting story about that. My brother, he hates going to IKEA. Hates it with a purple passion. And they had to go every time they have to go because they've got smaller kids, and
good night, beautiful. You are.
They'll buy furniture there and stuff like that, and we do too. But Kevin kind of likes going to IKEA. My younger brother will go through the entire store and talk to my sister-in-law in the Swedish chef voice the entire time that they're there. She's like, "It's so frustrating," and then she's like, "But it's kind of funny." So
I am eating freeze-dried apples, and
Yes.
they are amazing. And I tell you what, when I'm on a can of these or the blueberries, I feel better. I'll be honest with you. Yes, the
I give my
preferred.
kids these when they've eaten all the fresh fruit because
If there's any left in the house,
well,
the preferred items are anything freeze-dried. So check that out on our website when you go there.
What food items do I order the most? We
Do
order
you-
the onions the most.
Chopped onions.
Chopped onions, the blueberries, the strawberries, the apples, the sausage.
Yep.
Let me think. The chicken and beef gravy, we use that because that's a base in a lot of the dishes that I'll make. But the thing is that we haven't had to buy a lot of it. I mean, we've gone through 2 cans of onions since we've started ordering Thrive. But like I said, I'm still on the same can of celery that we first bought. I'm still on the same can of carrots that we first bought. But those in the vegetable and the cooking part, the celery, the carrots, onions, the corn we've used. I think green beans. I'm trying to think what else. We've used the chicken a lot. and the beef slices a lot.
Yep.
So those are just kind of the
Yep.
ones that we've used. Because like I'll make beef stroganoff, or I'll
Did
make
you say honey crystals?
honey crystals. Yes, I use those all the time. I use them in my coffee.
Let me tell you,
So
those things are coveted around here.
I use them in my freezer jam too because I didn't want to use just plain white sugar in it.
That's right.
So I used the honey crystals in it instead, and it turned out fantastic.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
There is we got a new business card out. I'm pretty proud of, and I want to show it to you. When we'll add these to some of the things that you see. There's our new business card. It's got our website on it, and there is our store and our website. And so if you guys, can.
Christy's asking if there's a minimum order that you have.
No, well, here's the thing. When we talk about the minimum order, we have folks that will order one thing and get it shipped to their house. And that's, like $8 if you're getting like a can of ground beef or something like that. Mm-hmm. But then we have other folks that are like, they're getting a ton of stuff. And so there is no minimum. There are rules around the perks that you can be a part of though. So there's no rule to join. There's no, you can become a consultant, and we can talk about that at the freestyle, but really hold on. Let me finish my thought,
I'm just
please.
laughing at sorry.
I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I'm just laughing because Sherry said that she had some raspberries hidden in her room. I've done that.
That's awesome.
So I've done that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Perks. You're talking about
perks. Yeah. So you have to go to the perks link and really read through how to get free shipping, how to get onto certain things. But I'll tell you, they've got some great October deals. And when we talk, there's so many questions from people about, and I'm just going to get serious for just one second.
Sorry, I just keep seeing things. I'll turn.
The live stream is.
I'll turn this way and giggle.
The live stream is very comedic. Yes. It is a lot of fun to watch. It's asked a lot. How can we support the Goin Batty clan? How can you support the ministry? How can you support what we do? And the simple, easy answer is buy some Thrive Life food and enjoy it, and keep buying it from us and become a regular customer for us. We don't have an active Heather poop. Okay, I can't go on. We just have to keep going.
You were talking about the specials that they have.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
They have some specials for October. So there is the tomato dices, the apricots, whole strawberries.
There's poop emojis on our live stream.
Red bell peppers, butternut squash, the chopped chicken, which I like.
Living on the dimes here.
Whole honey wheat. Oh my gosh, I'm going to stop now. Because you guys had me in tears, and it was awesome. And
go watch that video.
I'm almost crying right now just thinking about
it.
But I want to be your mother when I grow up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, not your mother, but like your mother. You know what we mean.
And my mother.
Yeah.
So.
Listen. I tell you what, the testimony they have is amazing. Yes. So go check that video out. It was amazing. Oh my gosh. And yes, if you are interested in seeing a t-shirt that has TSB on it, hashtag TSB, that is a toilet size burrito, toilet seat burrito, something.
I'm messing stuff up.
All right. Yes. Quit. Stop. They've got it. Let them.
I know.
The troll slayers have it. Don't jack with it. Yes. They'll be fine. And ignore it anyway, because we've got good people around us.
Sorry.
Focus on how you're going to make these t-shirts about the largest toilet seat burrito ever. Anyway.
Those things that you say that didn't come out.
The way you thought that you said you would talk about them.
And it was like that.
Out your mouth and out your ear. And I don't know what I said. But anyway. So please take a look at, consider buying some Thrive Life food from us. We will have a Friday night freestyle. And what time do we do that? 7:30, something like that?
Yeah, usually.
In the ballpark of 7 or 7:30. And we would love for you guys to join us for that. Well, we're going to be talking a little bit more in depth about Thrive Life, and Heather's going to be cooking.
Yeah.
But here's what we need if you would be willing to do this. I don't know. There's some distractions going on behind the scenes here, so we need to pause. Just give us a sec, okay? We are trying to grow our Thrive Life business, and if you could share this with folks around you, we are interested in helping them discover the joys of Thrive Life food. If you don't mind, would you go to your Facebook page and share at Goin Batty Thrive Life? Any one of those, just share that on your Facebook page. We would be grateful. And then if you would ask other people to share it that are your friends as well, we would really appreciate it, because that's one of the areas where we're trying to grow and do some of our new business. Now, what's been funny about the Thrive Life business, and I'm going to give you a little bit of just an inside scoop on us, is we've been hiding from it a little bit in the move and in the busyness about bringing it to you guys, because we know that there's a lot more going on in our life, and we just have not talked about it with you. But this is a business that we are trying to begin, and it isn't always smooth, and so we could use your prayers first of all, right?
Yeah.
Prayers first, and we could use your support in whatever way you guys are willing to do it. So I'm humbly asking for your business if you're willing to give it to us. We're not looking to steal business from anyone else, but we are looking to try to make an extra income through Thrive Life.
Here.
Hi, Jatan. How are you?
The other thing that we have too is we have our Goin Batty store.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I've been I crochet because it helps with I have issues with reading and like crowds, and so when I sit in church and people are all around me, I'm like, ah! So it helps with that, but I also need an outlet to put the stuff so that it's not like piling up in our house. So we have a store where I've got some like hats and scarves, and I've even made a few, and I've done dishcloths and scrubbies and bath scrubbies, and Katie's got, I think, only one apron on there now because she sold two of them. She sold the cherry one and the superhero one. So I got the beard hats that I do.
Beard hats are awesome
for boys, and I even did a pink and purple beard hat for a girl because Katie was like, "You have to do it for a girl." I'm like,
she wanted a beard hat.
Yeah, but it wasn't for her. It was small. So yeah. So just that too. Like if you're looking for like again, if you want to support us, that's how.
That's a great way to do it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Look at this one. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? She did that.
Pink hat.
That's coming. That's coming to the website very soon. Go ahead.
And it has a little flower on it.
This one's more my size anyway, really.
But that's a girl's hat. Don't put that on.
I'm wearing it.
But,
I'm doing it, man.
So that's my little hat that I made. And then his has a little flower too.
It does.
It looks so fun. It's hard to
What's up, boy? Yeah.
I just messed my hair all up.
Get done. Come on now.
I'm just gonna take it down. It's frustrating me anyway.
I got my hat on.
Yeah. So
don't take it off. Don't take it off.
You're stretching it out.
I'm not stretching it out. My head is not that big.
Ginormous head.
I might be sweating in it a little bit, so you'll get that with it.
So, don't do that. No.
It matches my shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, I look so pretty. Yes, I do look pretty. Thank you very, very much. All right. Well, this is the part of the show where it's your turn. What questions do you have for the Goin Batty clan? You can ask us anything. I'm wearing yellow underwear. It's true. All right. You can ask us almost anything.
Almost anything.
Almost. It's a family show. I shouldn't have said
no,
that. I don't feel bad.
You can't ask us anything.
Don't ask us anything.
Reason.
Within reason, what would you like to know about what's going on with the Goin Batty yellow? Wow, oversharing. Yeah, it's getting late and I'm getting a little slap happy. Sorry. So a lot. We should know that by now. Anyway, I've entertained my son and he loves good underwear jokes. So I can just go to bed now, right now. I'll never live that one down. Like you'll never live the toilet seat burrito. TSB hashtag. All right. Well,
Oh, homeschooling update. Okay, so we had a little bit of a frustration today
Yeah.
because we had malware get on our computer. And so it kind of brought everything to a screeching halt. So, but Kevin got, it looks like it fixed. And so we'll be up and going. But so far school is going really well. And
yeah, the kids are rocking it.
They're rocking it out, and they're getting their schoolwork done. And I don't know if I think I updated them, but we had applied for a grant through the Homeschool Legal Defense Association to help with curriculum. And with them, curriculum can be either like curriculum you buy from Sun Life or Abeka or Alpha Omega or wherever you get your curriculum from, or it could actually go to like a computer or something like that.
Kate, will you go get my Bible?
So we are going to purchase some curriculum to kind of supplement areas that I see the kids kind of needing help in. And then some of it's going to go to probably getting another computer, because the one that we have one that we're borrowing from my mother, and we need to give that back to her.
Yeah.
And then once we do that, we'll only have one. And so if we could have two, like maybe a Chromebook or something like that, where the kids could work on it, then that would be helpful. So
absolutely,
we're kind of budgeting where we're going to spend that money, and it only goes to that. So, so that's kind of the homeschooling update. It's been, like I said, it's been going well. I do have to sometimes get on some of my kids about, you read all of the directions. You just don't click on the link. You read everything, and you have to follow everything. So it's been going well. So I am very happy with what they've been doing. So yeah. Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, we do actually.
Oh.
What is your superpower?
My superpower?
Yeah, Wonderful Blessed Life would like to know what your superpower is.
The ability to guzzle a lot of coffee.
And I have the ability to kill conversations. I can walk right up and make everyone feel extremely uncomfortable. Can't I?
Yes,
I do that at parties. It's a little bit of a party trick. Claire, I see your question about your favorite Bible verse to explain to Grace, to my friend. Let me think about that, and I'll bring it to the Bible study at the next video. Let me think about that a little bit.
Said that my superpower is cooking yummy looking things.
What's our favorite Thrive food?
My favorite one to eat or my favorite one to use?
Both.
Onions are probably my favorite one to use, because I
you don't have to cut onions.
Yeah.
You're not dicing onions. You're not slicing onions. You're putting them in.
I had to cut onions today, and I'm like, I miss the Thrive onions.
That's right.
Because I'm like, tears pouring down, mascara everywhere. But my favorite one to eat is probably, and I know that it's very plain, but the vanilla yogurt bites. I love those. It reminds me of astronaut ice cream when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but those are my
Wonderful Blessed Life. You have 8 kids yelling for dinner. See you later. Have a great night. You have a great night. You take care of your kids. That's awesome. Do you guys do homework?
No, because we're already at home and they do work.
They do work.
So my kids, they're, depending on how heavy their day is, it can be anywhere from 3 hours to maybe 5 for school. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, it's usually no more than 3.5.
Yep.
So we're done with school in about 3.5 hours, which is, I mean, if you think about it, you know, they're the only kid in their class. They're only vying for the attention of the teacher with 3 other people and we're learning to wait our turn. And, but I mean, that's like, you know, it'll take 2 kids on 2 computers, 3 hours, and then 2 more kids on 2 computers, 3 hours. So probably a total 6 hours.
Yep.
You know, but each child, it takes about 3.
Yeah.
So, that's just kind of how it works.
We've got a couple of others. Living on the Dime says their favorite is the pomegranate yogurt bites. Those are pretty awesome. Yeah. And the peaches too. I love the peaches. Those are awesome. They're the bomb diggity. And I'll tell you what, those are snacks right out of the can. I mean, you just open them and you just start munching down. You don't have to rehydrate those. You don't have to worry about that. It's just awesome right out of the can. hey, Claire, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
And Big Family Homestead and Krista. We're so glad you guys joined us tonight. And we know some of you got to bail because you've got other things to do.
Yeah.
And we're going to hang out for just a little while longer, and then we got to bail too because we've got a few things to do tomorrow. But as you guys think about it, just feel free to ask us questions, and we'll try to answer them here as we close out whatever this thing is called that we're doing, a show, live stream, a little ditty. So anyway, I think
Christy was saying trying to learn how to help homeschool my 5-year-old granddaughter. Christy, I will tell you the what we use right now is easy peasy all-in-one homeschool, and I've said it before. It is all online. It is all free, and I guess depending on where you are. I know that it's kind of weird because the lady, she developed the curriculum in Pennsylvania, and they have some of the strictest homeschooling laws in the country.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to, in Pennsylvania, mandatory school age that you start is actually 7. And I wonder if that has something to do with maybe the larger Amish communities that they have there. But they have curriculum, and it goes by level.
Yep.
And they have my kids are in level 8, 7, 6, and 4.
Yep.
And I think it actually goes down to kindergarten, preschool age. If you want to check that out, they'll have like printouts and little things that they can do. You can look at that and maybe get some ideas from that.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I'm sorry. I was just kind of looking through stuff and everything.
Awesome stuff too.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the show for tonight, you guys.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are so glad to be a part of a community that supports us and comes around us and listens to us gab on and talk. By all means, feel free to email us with prayer concerns and with things going on in your life. We've already talked about all the other stuff Goin Batty's doing in our business. Check out these awesome channels.
Especially Living on a Dime. Check out.
You got to see that story. You got to.
The live stream that they did tonight. I'm serious. Like, I was in tears, and I was just so moved, and the way that they come around, and there's so much grace in this story.
Yep.
And you hear from everyone. You hear from Jill and Tara and Mike, and just in how, just how the presence of Jesus was in that moment.
Oh yeah.
And how they brought the message of Christ in that. And it just, I had goosebumps, and
it was huge.
Yeah, I had to go fix my face because I had been crying and everything. And it was awesome. And it was good. It was so good.
Absolutely. So check out their channel, of course, but also check out that video and watch it over and over and over and over. I love anything that
I love their videos, but when her mom is there, and I don't comment a lot because I'm just so enthralled with the story that is happening.
Yeah.
The ones where her mom is there, I think are some of my favorite. Like I said, I love all of them because they're great. But when Jill is there, I just
So check it out. There's also some other channels that we want to just really quickly point out. Wonderful Blessed Life. Check out their channel. 2 Family Homestead, Big Family Homestead. Of course, our love for both of those channels.
Yeah.
Hewitt Homestead. There's too many to name.
Coco Noel.
Yeah, she has a bunch of stuff. I'm looking through all of anybody on this channel. You could just click on their name and go watch their stuff.
Yeah.
They're incredible. So we know we've forgotten people, and we probably aren't doing it justice, but you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching our channel. We are gonna go. We've got a lot to do tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Is it all day?
Yes,
Thursday all day long.
All day, sweet.
I have to go into work and have a performance review.
Yay!
It feels a lot like a colonoscopy.
I had to laugh because there was one of the volunteers last night said that they had to write their own performance review.
I had to write my own performance review.
And then they had to write their goals too. And I'm going, isn't that just a lazy boss who doesn't want to review you or give you any goals?
No.
Isn't that what that is?
No. No, my boss is not that way. He's not lazy at all.
No, he's not.
He's a good guy.
Tim is a good guy.
But I do have to go through it, and it's gonna be something that helps me grow. But I better get some sleep because I after that have a whole bunch of other stuff I gotta do.
Yeah.
So we've got tons of birthdays. I know we've got. Let me tell you this. We, as of tomorrow, is it tomorrow?
Yes.
It's tomorrow. October 5th.
Yeah.
We will have 2 teenagers in our house.
Yep. And we've had 3 birthdays in less than
4.
no 3 so right now it's 3 birthdays in less than a month.
Okay, so watch this.
Well,
Heather was on the 1st.
Yep.
Katie was on the 18th. My mom was on the 28th.
There you go.
Max is on the 5th. Mr. Peanut's birthday is
Yes,
tomorrow.
it is. And then Miles is the 12th.
Yep.
So we did not space our birthdays out very well.
And then Jack is on December 12th.
December.
Yeah. So mark your calendars. It's just a crazy birthday season for us, and we do a whole lot of celebrating, cake making, and craziness. So we will do our best to bring you in on all of that, or not bring you in some of it as well. So God bless you guys. That's it for tonight. I just feel like an overwhelming urge to sing us out. Is there a show tune you'd like me to sing as I hit the button? Would you guys like to hear a show tune of any kind? I'll just sing on the way out. All right, I'll pray. That'll be fine. We'll do that. We'll pray.
I have not seen your video yet.
We will have to go see that.
We'll have to go see that.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
The Superman theme song. All right.
Dun, dun, dun,
Not
dun,
yet,
dun,
though.
dun.
Oklahoma. Thumbs down. Donna Terry's
Oklahoma.
thumbs downing that whole idea. Or she's thumb downing the idea of us going off. I don't know which, but here we go. We're going to pray. Father God, thank you so much for the incredible community of believers that have come to our channel and watched our video tonight. Lord, we lift up every single one of them. We thank you for the testimony that Living on a Dime shared with us tonight. Father God, we are in awe of the work that you've done in their lives, and we are in awe of the story that they have survived and the amazing grace you've poured out on their lives and the amazing grace that you're pouring out on others because of the work you're doing in their life. Father God, let our community come around each other, support one another, and encourage one another. And Father God, bless this time that it may be honorable to you, even if it is a little irreverent every once in a while. Lord, thank you for your presence in our life. Go before us, beside us, and behind us. In your son's name, amen. All right, guys, 7 a.m.
I'm getting all of these.
Fiddler on the Roof.
I love Fiddler on the Roof. That is one
If
of my.
I were a rich man. Da 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 da
Yes.
da 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 da.
I love it.
Oklahoma, where the wind goes with them.
We're gonna have to watch the musicals.
We will.
All right.
Da 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 da
That's Star
da.
Wars.
Oh, what's Superman then?
Dun,
Da 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 da
No,
da
that's
da da.
No, that's the Air Force theme music.
All right, well,
All right.
more updates as we go.
Bye.
Bye, guys.